Some of the best crappie fishing in the state used to be just north of Emmett, at a place called Paddock Reservoir. But in the late 80s and early 90s, drought devastated the crappie population. Now the Fish and Game Department, with some help from Idaho's anglers, has begun a recovery operation. This is Oregon's Owyhee Reservoir, a big body of water tucked into the hills just across Idaho's southwest border. Beneath its surface are a whole lot of silvery, spiny fish called crappie.
All righty.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
We appreciate it.
What time is it?
On a spring Saturday, the Idaho Department of Fish and Game, along with the Oregon Departments of Fish and Wildlife and Parks and Recreation, sponsored the first ever Lake Owyhee Crappie Day.
We're using Idaho angler volunteers to collect fish for Paddock to help restock the crappie population at Paddock Reservoir. The anglers came to us and they wanted to do it.
Despite a cold and blustery morning, some 500 anglers show up.
When I contacted the Oregon Marine Events Board, they asked me how many people would participate 2 months ago when I talked to them, and I told them we might have 50 boats on a good day. It looks like we've got close to maybe 200 boats on the reservoir today, so it's pretty overwhelming to see the response of the Idaho anglers working to try and make fishing better for everybody.
And they've come in all sizes, all ages and both genders, moms, dads, kids, grandpas and grandmas, all helping out, casting for crappie.
Got a buggy you want, brother, over there?
Okay, guys.
Not most of them. Well, the kids are having fun, that's what's important.
What do you guys use it?
Although the fishing started slow and spotty, Ken Patterson and his family managed to catch about 100 of the silvery panfish. It's a good time, but they're here for other reasons too.
Oh, to help out. We need to fish.
Snake River
We need to fish in Idaho.
The family champ is 13-year-old Josh.
I caught 35 fish with, it's a green thing. It has two tails, sparkly. It's,
You can't fish in there.
well, easy.
They're easy?
Yeah.
Are you just good at it?
Yeah.
The best.
A big holding pen is lashed between two floating docks. Anglers pull up in their boats, carrying their catch in everything from coolers and buckets to the more sophisticated live wells. And numbers vary from around 100 crappie to a lone pioneer. But every fish is welcomed by volunteer Fred Moore.
Hey, you don't feel lonesome. We had one of the old timers up here come back with one fish.
His enthusiasm is contagious. And as if responding to the widespread spirit of teamwork, the day begins to warm up and the crappie fishing gets hot.
There's a school in here.
This is crappie fishing at its best. Getting into a school and just hauling them in one after another.
How you guys doing?
Good. Yeah, we've done pretty
Taking
well.
2 loads over there too.
Some anglers save valuable fishing time by taking advantage of Fish and Game's boat-to-boat service.
All right. It's like about 15.
Some of these crappie were caught by 7-year-old angler Tyler Spencer.
I got...
But there seems to be some confusion about exactly how many.
Yes.
I don't know how many I got.
10?
Probably
Got 10 fish, haven't you?
Yeah, I think.
Was it fun?
3-year-old Lucy Batten did even better than 10 crappie. Apparently, she caught a whale.
Lucy, you want to tell them about the whale you caught? She had a big bucket full.
And she caught a whale.
Yeah.
But a bad case of shyness prevents us from getting a look at it. Lucy, her mom, and her brother Austin came out with the Boise Valley Woolly Buggers, a fly fishing club for youth.
I'd rather fly fish.
Why is that?
Because flies are not slimy and like worms and bait.
15-year-old Pete Shanafelt ties all of his own flies, and they seem to be working.
I've had about 4 just in the last 15 minutes, I'd say.
As the day winds down, anglers crowd the dock, bringing in the last of the day's catch.
I think I can get
There's about 25 in that one.
Good.
It's been a wonderful community effort, and grins are evident everywhere.
You bet we're happy.
Are you?
This is better than what we had. I'm guessing now 3,000 to 4,000.
More fish pour in.
Hand it over. Hand it to him.
Here, I get.
The final estimate is somewhere around 5,000 crappie. That's about 1,300 pounds worth of fish heading up the boat ramp for Idaho. Half of the load will go to Lake Lowell outside Nampa. The rest will be stocked into Paddock Reservoir.
Historically, Paddock was a producer of large numbers of big crappies, and people remember that, and they want it back. You know, everybody likes what they used to have when it was good, and they want to get that back, and so we're trying to see if we can do some things to make that happen.
Just before dusk, the big fish truck arrives at the destination, Paddock Reservoir, a quiet spot tucked into the rolling hills north of Emmett.
Wrong feeling.
There, the thousands of crappie are unloaded, bursting from the truck in a stream of water, a gift to Paddock Reservoir from Idaho's anglers. The fish should spawn in early June, and then hopefully, in a few years, anglers will once again be telling tales about the great crappie fishing at Paddock Reservoir.